Hello everyone, how are we all doing? We're back for yet more on this introduced Viewpoint, as always, as it is a Tuesday. Except that one exception so far, and what will probably all be an exception. Start having to record these as they come out. But yes, picking up where I left off last time with the warning that Doctor may very well die. Real this time. Very interesting thing that Sanka has said. How does she know this? Has she been given an oracle by the Olympus Pantheon? Which would make sense. They are known to do such things within mythos. So, we'll see. It really is interesting. What are Olympus's plans for her? She's gotten her hands on seemingly some new abilities. Not quite able to slip under Jinshuk's nose, but she's able to be pretty sneaky. Clearly not been heavily involved in the main gang have been up, as one of you said in the comments specifically. What does Olympus have planned for her? Let us find out, presumably. Yeah.
I thought I already told you this, but you may have not have listened. Doctor has a power of resurrection. He should be back by now. And it seems you just haven't met him yet.
That's not what I mean. If you do nothing, if you don't do anything, Dr. Kim will really die.
Is he gonna pop it in here? That? No, it doesn't seem like it. Just a, convenient time. God, that looks so cool. And again, I say this every time, but I love this. When the panel fades into the title card. Lovely stuff. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, episode 179, chapter 31. Graveyard of Scenarios, part 2. Oh, fuck me, the light. Oh, that looks so cool.
And how do you know that?
Because I saw it. Seems like I was right.
You saw it? What could you have...
Yeah?
Is that Ariadne's thread? Or Arachne's web? Is that...
Fuck me.
The symbol of Morai? The three goddesses of fate? Did you secretly look at the prophecy of the constellations? Do you know what you've done? Fate is...
I know! That's why I'm asking for your help.
Fate is foretold by Moray. It's more than just a prophecy. It is more like a conclusion yielded based on big data. It is the most plausible future. The prophecy of Olympus was never once wrong.
Please stop, Doctor. Or...
Plausibility is going to hit her and not let us say that.
Oh. Incarnation. Dr. Kim.
Wow, this place is huge.
Are we really still in Dark Castle?
We are. This is the second floor. It's completely different from the first. Unlike the first floor where the new scenario takes place. The second floor of Dark Castle has an ongoing scenario. It started a long time ago.
So, incarnations who have made it to the second floor, congratulations.
This is definitely not what this old looking fucker would sound like, but I don't care.
The Abyss Planes will be full of chances for you too.
Abyss Planes. The Dokubis called this place the Graveyard Scenarios. That's how it was described into a Sir. Can't believe I made it this far.
There they go again with their bullshit. Chance my ass. They're gonna adjust the difficulty level every chance they get to work us like dogs. Do not worry. Dokubi won't interfere in this scenario. Whether it is fun or not, we won't interfere with the stories that unfold here.
The new main scenario has been updated. Main scenario 9. Category main. Difficulty. Click condition. Time limit. None. Time limit. Blank. Reward. None. Penalty for failure. Blank.
What?
So they're not gonna show us anything? Hey, you're going to screw us over with a terrible scenario again.
What have you been fighting for all this time? Friends and family to become stronger. I'm sure you'd all have a different answer. But the way I see it, none of those answers are true. What you're all here to do is complete the scenario. But that won't be anywhere enough for you to complete the upcoming scenario. The Starstream doesn't want incarnations, such incarnations. You can find the cleared conditions yourselves. Only those who want stories themselves will be able to progress further. But I wonder how many of you will be able to make that decision. I will pray that you don't end up being put to rest in this graveyard.
So I don't know why I have my earphones in. I'm not listening to anything. Not even myself.
They're all nice spirits, saying they've moved up in rank. But a scenario
all of a sudden I can hear myself. I'm fumbling words. I can hear myself more clearly. I'm fumbling words.
But a scenario without a clear condition appeared out of the blue.
Doctor, this is...
I can understand why they feel so dejected. I was worried that they might.
Where am I? Doctor? Doctor?
Gil-young!
Doctor! I knew you'd be alive! I believed in you till the end! You cried with snarl over your face. Ah, gosh, I'm so dizzy. Huh? What's up with this scenario without any clear conditions? How are we supposed to complete it?
Maybe there's a hidden goal. If we find the hidden condition, we'll be able to clear the scenario.
That would be it, right?
If we all put our heads together...
Wait.
Oh, wait, no. Wait? Do we really have to clear it?
Shut up. Fucking... Shut up. The doctor's not having that. Doctor's like, You can spout your shit, but I ain't having it. Like, you can tell with a dead look in his eye.
Who is that? Just a dude we picked up on the way here. Wouldn't it be okay for us to just do nothing? I don't think we need to complete it. What the hell are you on about? Do you know what awaits us at the end of the scenario? What? There's no way for us to tell if it would do us any good to keep completing those scenarios. Within these scenarios, we're only playthings of the constellations. Even if we were to complete the current scenario, there's still no way to tell what our next one will be like.
I mean, yes, very true, but shut up. It's not like you... I mean, I guess you do have a choice here, given there is no punishment for failure. There's no time limit, and there isn't a reward either. So, if you were ever going to not progress, this would be the place, although...
Given the name of the Ark and the fact that it could be referred to it as a graveyard, I feel like remaining here is not going to be...
We could die anytime. So, what are you saying? Do we just stay here? Do you even know where we are? There are demons here. You'll never find safety unless...
Speaking of which...
Tier 4 demon, devil bear.
See? There they are now.
I feel like you're underestimating these things.
There's no end to those monsters! Everyone, gather around! There are about 20 of them. If I use electrification and join forces with the others, we can certainly beat them. But we have a lot of injuries in the group. And many of them have lost their spirit in the face of a scenario without a clear condition. A scenario might be the most dangerous one that we've ever been faced with. Incarnation, Dr. Kim, will suffer death at the hands of the one he loves the most.
That's a very, that's a not at all foreboding proclamation at all, is it? I wonder whom's that could be. Oh, it looks so cool. Like the difference. Or it'd be Doctor that's looking like confused and awestruck, and Jin Shook doing the cool action thing. But look, the roles have been reversed. Yes, mid-snare. So I'm going to talk about this for a touch, because it is an interesting conundrum. Who is the one he loves the most? Is the biggest question here. Who is that? Who does that refer to? Is it Yusung? You know, his incarnation. Now, properly his incarnation. Now that he's an incarnation. Does he view him? Does he love her in the way a father would love his daughter? Or is it that's what that means? Is the one he shows the most affection for because of how he views her and how he treats her? Is it romantic love? We don't know. Now, you could infer that because the fucking Greeks, well, the Olympians, it's probably romantic, but I feel like that's not the correct way to look at it, because it's not, it is the one he loves the most. It's from Doctor's perspective, not Olympian's perspective. Doctor loves the most, right? I mean, it could be, but that's not how I'm reading it. It'll be very interesting to see as this goes forward. But you've got, like, obviously, is it Sangha that will kill him because she doesn't have a choice because she's forced to or whatever? Will it be Soo-young? Well, I mean, it could be Soo-young. She might kill him again, but I don't think he has much affection for her. He has a connection with her due to similar circumstances. They both know the state this world is in and have a greater knowledge of it, but I don't think it's affection he shows for her. Is it going to be Yusung, given how he treats her? Or is it going to be someone else entirely? It might seem weird to say, but it could be his mother. Despite how he clearly thinks about her. Is it safe to say he truly despises who she is? Even if he can say it out loud, what goes on inside is a very different thing. That's something that's going to be very interesting to see play out as we go forward. That's probably the thing I'm most interested in seeing as yeah. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. I really like. Look at the bears. They look kick-ass. What do they remind me of? This design seems familiar, but to be fair, bears with a skull for a head isn't exactly the most unique thing. They look familiar, but I can't place it. Also, this is a really cool, long angle shot. There you go, alright. Tiffle demon, but she's still cooking. Jihai still cooks.
Darn it! It's just too many of them!
Oh yeah? Huh?
Huh?
The noise the bears are making them. Oh fuck, that hurt. I didn't intend to make that noise. But I wanted to make another screech for the bears. Ow. Hold on. Yep, they're all fucking dead.
The power to decimate tier 4 demons. That stigma belongs to...
Sweet one. Duggo. I should have recognized the flames. But
We won!
Over here!
Huh? Look at it. He's a bit like... but at the same time, it looks kind of smug. Like... That's great. He's like,
What is this? Something doesn't feel right. That's a black unicorn. How did she tame that beast? It's the Judge of Evil!
Huiwan, you were alive? Did you get here ahead of us?
of course she was alive. She's like stronger than you are, Jihai.
Jihai, I'm sorry, but let's talk later. Everyone, come with me. I'll guide you to safety.
Podgy high.
Safety.
Things aren't quite as Doctor expected them to be. Yo, that's kind of cool. You got like this this intro is like a chapel at the end here. Not very big, but this might. I like it. I like the way this looks from like the zoomed out perspective. It seems both modern from the building like architecture, but also because of the wall and the portcullises also looks very medieval. I very much like it, and it's the fact it's centered in this very nice mountain range, very very aesthetic location.
Welcome, everyone. It was difficult getting here, wasn't it? You've done well. You're safe now. You now.
Damn it. So that's what it was. So that was it. Oh, fuck.
You now don't need to participate in the scenario anymore.
This was his castle.
Definitely a higher ranking demon. But he also, it's because of his color scheme and the fact his horns almost make a ring. He looks very divine, despite being very clearly a demon. Episode 180, Chapter 31, Garden of Scenarios, Part 3. Very European. I like. What am I on about? I like the architecture.
We're selling delicious demon bug legs. Have a taste. It's good for the fatigued body.
We can teach you breathing and fighting techniques.
We're selling sunshow berries, grown in the farm. Anyone want to use sorters like all the rest? Anyone is welcome.
What is this place? Already seems at peace, don't you think? However, I imagine there's a very sinister undertone.
Is everyone alright? Come this way if you're hurt. Here at Paradise, we treat all the injured for free. Anyone is welcome. I didn't know such a place existed.
Yeah, Doctor knows that this place is not as it seems.
It's hard to believe, isn't it? I understand. I have a pretty good idea of all the horrible things you must have gone through so far. But there is no longer any need for you to fight. The Dokubi must have told you already. But the scenario at Dark Castle does not have a time limit nor a penalty for failure. You should have caught on to what that means if you are smart. You can continue to live in this scenario area. Your right to live will be respected, and you can sleep in and eat as much as you like.
That's not living, though. That's just existing without a purpose. That's not living. Just existing day to day with no purpose, no goal. Having everything handed to you isn't living. That's just mindless existence. At least that's my stance on it. It's obviously very, very tempting of a thing to take in, to be involved in. Not having to worry about anything. Everything you want is provided for you. You don't need to worry about the future. So why wouldn't you want to do it? And almost everybody in life would probably take the opportunity to just stay here. But it isn't really living. Ask me. Would I cave in this situation? Almost certainly. I'm human. But it's calling it living as this demon man is, I disagree with vehemently.
Without the pressures of having to complete the scenario, you can rest out the rest of your lives here. Just the way that you used to live before the destruction began.
Even beast people. Beast folk.
It's a demon!
That doesn't seem all that unfriendly.
I knew it could be true that it's all safe here.
Put that thing away.
What are you saying? That bastard is a demon!
Such discriminatory language is forbidden here. He is also a citizen of paradise.
Citizen?
I am a demon, but I won't hurt you. It pains me to see that you still hold on to the prejudice.
Oh,
It pains me to see that you still hold on to the prejudice that demons are bound to feed on human lives.
character Hyunsung Lee is moved by this experience. Character Ji-Hai Lee is moved by this experience. I can assure you that no other place in the Star Stream is safer than the land you're standing on right now. Words laced with gold, laced with honey, but in reality are poison. Who are you? My name is Reinhard von Djerba. My name is Reinhard von Djerba. I arrived here 800 years before you did. I am the master of paradise, of the castle of paradise. Very conceited to call your own domain paradise, if you ask me. But obviously I'm going to be prejudiced against this guy because I have the foresight of knowing this is a story. This is not going to be as sunshine and rainbows as Mr. Demon is presenting it to be, because if it was, there wouldn't be any plot. Even just then, it's Demon. Of course they're gonna fucking deceive you. But I imagine a lot of Doctor Company are going to be content with this. Especially judging from those pop-up messages we already got for Hyunsung and Ji-Hai. Yeah, nobody that has that expression, nobody that looks like that is a good individual. He looks condescending. He's made to look like that because we're seeing this through from Doctor's perspective. And obviously, Doctor knows the truth. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint, episode 181, chapter 31, Graveyard of Scenarios, part 4. Thank you for saving us earlier. I'm sorry, I didn't even get to thank you properly then. No, don't be. I'm glad that you seem to be doing well. Is that man... Oh, Doctor. Oh, so it is him. Oh, you were there at Gomo Station. I'm hungry. You remember? I'm so grateful that you saved us. Dayoung, you should say hello too. Hello. Congratulations on your resurrection. Took a while this time. Don't sound too happy. Doctor, can we talk in private for a moment? I wonder what Uriel has conferred to her. Conferred. It's 4 days ago that I arrived here in paradise. My first day, I distrusted everything. My second, suspected everything. Then I started wavering on my third. My fourth. Today is my 4th day. You arrived here. All of a sudden I started thinking. Is it any meaningful? Is there any meaning for us to continue clearing the scenarios? Isn't that too quick for you to waver like that? Yeah, I've been feeling that way deep inside all this time. Let go of me! I can just pay you, can I? I'll pay for everything I stole! Let me go! This place is safer than Seoul. Seems that way. The different species don't discriminate against each other. Man doesn't even have eyes. How does he see anything? I assume it's like echolocation. They're willing to help each other out when the need comes. There's a house for everyone to live in. There's work for everyone. I mean, places for everyone to live will not last forever as more and more people enter the scenario, more and more people are guided to paradise. The space but for which homes can be built for them diminish. People will have smaller homes. They will feel discriminated against because they've just been given lower quality living for for no clear reason. They will feel like they're entitled to more because everybody else has been getting that. worry, so why shouldn't they? An interesting thing. It's clear, so it's not quite how it was initially presented. You do have to work while you're here, because obviously you need to pay for things. But still, there's no end goal here. Your end goal is to just live. Like, it feels empty. Again, I'm still sticking by my standpoint if I dislike this.
There's work for everyone. You don't have to worry about being betrayed by your friends.
When you might later down the line, as I've said, with housing, you know, with land becoming short, with a land shortage and then a housing shortage, and you really trust everybody to not want to one-up each other to claim what someone else once had. Well, what is an individual's being forced? What they have been given being forced as theirs, or will it be, well, you know, anyone can, you wouldn't know. I wonder if we'll see something like that occur. I don't think we will, because I don't feel like we'll be here for that long, but it's still a very interesting thought experiment. This enclosed paradise. Desolate, nightmarish world.
Are being attacked by monsters at night. You don't have to live chased by the scenarios.
I mean, coming off of Peaceland, where, I mean, a lot of bad shit happened, and this specifically when we won, you know, went fucking mental. Yeah.
And you don't have to keep having nightmares that you killed someone. And also, you don't have to end up losing anyone anymore.
We won Jiang, Judge of Evil. Brought her up myself after I entered this world. She was someone who had to kill, so that I could go on not killing.
Yeah, she bore the weight of all your sins.
You're free to stay, if you like it here. I also think this place is very safe. Could be. But this is the safest place we can find out of all the scenarios.
Giving her a chance. Giving her a choice.
Do you plan to?
Yes. I won't be staying here.
It looks very, you know, it's very aesthetic. It's very pretty. But I feel like it's... I mean, hell, I mean, even Hui Wan said she died it, but now she doesn't, seemingly. So perhaps it is nice, but... I don't trust it. And I feel like not trusting it is the correct play to make.
I won't be staying here. Because this isn't the end. I need to keep participating in the scenarios.
What is this end that you're looking for?
That you're thinking of, not looking for.
That... I can't tell you.
And will that end be a better place than this? Will everyone be unhappy if we don't carry on with the scenarios? We're here.
Constellation, demonic Judge of Fire glares her eyes.
I'll wait for you here. Call me if anything happens.
Constellation, patron of the young and the travelers, expresses disapproval. Constellation, prisoner of the Golden Headband, wishes you would cause a ruckus. Constellation, abyssal black flame dragon, is curious about your stigma. Constellation, prisoner of the Golden Headband, picks his nose with his staff.
Lord of a castle stays in the Lord of a castle usually stays in a luxurious residence within the castle. Just a white house on top of a hill.
Constellation's secretive plotter is watching with interest. Many constellations are watching your next move carefully. The way he's walking up that hill looks so awkward. Like, that's such a wide stance.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, but please wait. These guys can be quite shy.
There's perpetual motion.
Huh? You know of these plants?
They bloom anew every day. The flowers of paradise. Perpetual motion. The flowers bloom at dawn and bear fruit at night. The fruit drops before dawn, and the plant consumes the fruit to bloom its flower again. It keeps repeating that process forever.
You're quite knowledgeable. I never get sick of watching them. Their vitality is indeed awe-inspiring.
However, the name doesn't really ring true. If this plant was really in perpetual motion, the flowers would bloom even if you didn't water them.
Can't you let such a little flaw slide when they have such beautiful flowers?
I've heard that you've been looking for me.
I wanted to say hello to you properly. Let me introduce myself again. My name is...
You're the Lord of Paradise, Reinhard von Durja.
Judja?
Jerba. One of the notorious 10 evils.
Yeah, that smile is...
Yeah. But appeared in Tosa.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Kim.
Character summary. Reinhard von Jerba. Personal attribute. Demon Marquis. Heroic. One who pursues an impossible dream. Heroic. Personal skill. Demon Eyes level 10. Superior weapon proficiency level 10. Advanced with the barrier level 10. Stigma. Lord of Paradise. Overall stats. Stamina level 99. Strength level 99. Agility level 99. Mana level 99. This character is ranked 2nd in Dark Castle. Oh, Jesus, Doctor, what the fuck are you planning to do here, man? Don't do anything stupid. Please. He's gonna do something stupid. Just, I know it. By the time you're watching this, it will be the dawn of the first day for me. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not quite as catastrophic as Majora's Mask, but the weight's pretty similar. My funnier project is due 3 days from this video airing, including the day it goes up. It's due Friday morning, so it's got to be done by Thursday. By the end of Thursday, the moon will crash, and whether I pass or not will be, will be entirely determined on that. Though I'm getting on with it just fine, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I thought I'd let you all know, and I'll obviously inform you all how it goes when I finally find out if I graduate uni or not. Although that won't be for a while. Although I'm almost certain I will. Weird side tangents. But anyway, let's focus back in on this. Episode 182, Chapter 31, Grave of Scenarios, Part 5. Stats are outstanding. His overall stats have surpassed the scenario limit, and almost all his skill levels are at max proficiency. Why did you want to see me?
I was curious about the rumors I heard about you. The moment you entered the scenario, all sorts of beings have been talking about you. I could not help but feel threatened.
You're quite humble for a demon marquis who is ranked 2nd.
I'm surprised you know that. You've really done your research.
Should I attack him now? So I don't stand a chance. What if I kill him? This paradise will.
In the world I come from, Dark Castle was the 34th scenario. I remember the moment I fell into this place 800 years ago, when these plains were completely empty. All I had was my rank. Even without any instructions, incarnations were hard at work killing one another. So I created this paradise. The Dokubi call these plains the graveyard of scenarios. But I beg to differ. Although I have become a blood-soaked demon over the years I spent here, I can confidently say that new life can blossom here, where there are no more scenarios.
If I hadn't read the original novel, I might have been awestruck by its philosophy. The purest evil. This is what Jun Hyo called Reinhardt in the novel.
Constellation, Dr. Kim. You must be thinking of moving on to the next scenario.
I mean, yeah, I'd argue that stagnation, which is... I'm assuming it's stagnation that he's implying. Yeah, for Jun Hyuk, someone who's constantly moving, constantly aiming for
a better future, dying over and over and over and over and over again, seeing the same events constantly. Stagnation, a lack of change, must be the complete antithesis to his entire being, hence referring to this paradise, a state of this place that's just stagnant, empty, devoid of purpose, exists. It would be the antithesis to your creed. Or at least that's my initial observation of this. I might be wrong. I'm more than likely wrong. Give it up. Such a thing doesn't exist. Many powerful men sought out the hidden scenario, but none of them ever managed to clear Dark Castle. Well, Doctor knows a little bit more than you do about potential futures and events that may or may not have already occurred or could have occurred. They just ended up in despair at the vanity of the scenarios. I don't want you to become like them. What is it that you want from me? Protect Paradise alongside me. I need your help. Let go of me! I said I was sorry. You don't need to do this just because I stole something. Just as perpetual motion cannot exist on its own. I know very well that Paradise doesn't exist without any sacrifices. A few constellations are chuckling unpleasantly. The whole place shook. Right. There's no such thing as paradise. Just like how perpetual motion cannot exist on its own. Give me the next scenario. I already know that you found it 700 years ago. How did you? You even challenged the scenario yourself, with some powerful allies. But you failed, survived alone. And you created this paradise. All the scenarios of the Star Stream exist to simulate, but there is nothing but there is nothing stimulating here. Everything is too peaceful. Don't expect your deal with the Dokkaebi to last forever. There is no way the Star Stream would allow a space like this for so long. Constellation Dr. Kim. What else do you know? Everything. Maybe even things you don't know about. Rhyhite, you will die. And Paradise will fall. That's a cool visual. That's a very nice visual there. Are you done talking to him? Yes. He still seems a bit shaken up. Probably torn between her loyalty toward me, the comfort that Paradise gives her. We won. How about we go shopping? That brat. I'm going to die, and Paradise will fall. Even if he becomes a constellation, Dr. Kim is still only half a constellation. And it's not that rare to see. The 72 Demon Kings devouring newly made constellations in the Star Stream. Constellation Abyssal Black Flame Dragon is warning you to not take Dr. Kim's words lightly. Even Abyssal Black Flame Dragon, one of the most evil constellations, that even the 72 Demon Kings prefer not to get involved with, is defending him? Paradise, it will never fall. I have managed to defend this place alone for 700 years. I will never lose. Your hubris is probably what will cause its demise. The sacrifice which perpetuates its existence is likely what will bring about its undoing. As long as I fight here in Paradise, the real threat is actually... It's been a while since we were able to take a relaxed walk like this. That's an interesting shot there, straight after that. It looks as if Doctor's reacting to that, but he's reacting to what Huiwan's saying. Very nice structuring. You have anything you want to ask me?
What should I ask?
My favorite color? Or my favorite food?
You wouldn't ask those questions even on a blind date.
Have you ever been on one?
What do you take me for?
It's just that we've never talked about things like that. We never told each other what we used to do, what schools we went to, where our cell phone numbers are, where we used to live. But I think too much time has passed for us to start talking about such things. The soul we remember won't be there, even if we get back. Right.
I think so.
Then why should we carry on with the scenarios? When everything we used to know is long gone. When we don't have a home to get back to.
You go with the sword, Huiwan. You're calm and unforgiving, more so than anyone among us at the side of injustice. And especially when you see someone abuse their power, it's the weak. You've always put yourself at the front lines of battles. Never once complained that things were difficult. Never trust people that are actually very affectionate. You're also the first to come running when a companion falls in danger. Don't you think I know enough about you?
That's not the kind of person I am.
That's the Huiwan I've seen for myself.
You do great on a blind date, Doctor.
I only know these things about you because you kept participating in scenarios. You don't have a home to get back to. That is the very reason, the story, why I think we should keep working on scenarios. Continues on. Exactly.
Don't let the stagnation paradise offers tempt you.
Move forward.
Continue your life. Continue perpetuating your story. The item you commissioned to be made has arrived. Well, that was a bit difficult for me to understand.
I'm not saying this in the hopes of having you act a certain way, Huiwan. All you have to do is keep living the way you used to. An item made from a fire dragon's bones, the heart of a demon, the nucleus from various monsters, that only Huiwan Zhang can use in this world.
He commissioned a fucking a weapon specifically for her. Oh. You gave Huiwan Zhang the sword of judgment.
This is... I told you we'd be going shopping, didn't I? This is my present for you.
Right, it looks so fucking cool. It does very much invoke Uriel, doesn't it? With the black and like off-white. Very, very clean. Very, very nice looking blade. Probably got time for one, maybe two more, depending on how the next couple of chapters go. That was a really nice exchange. I really enjoyed that. Yes, Doctor's outlook is indeed what I agree with. Continuing, because, you know, the story must continue. The story will continue whether you like it or not, is exactly the reason for which you should not stay in Paradise. You should leave it, continue the scenarios, continue to engage with the story that is existing around you. Live. Exist. Don't just stagnate. I'm using a lot of the same words, but it's to accentuate the point that I'm trying to express.
You're a real jerk, you know that? You're really gonna leave? Just like this?
My part is done in this place. Paradise isn't for me to save.
Just gonna let it flow according to the original novel?
It'll be tough to defeat Reinhardt right now. And even if I do, the only thing I'll get out of it is a bad story. He has way too many supporters.
Let's say you're right about that, but why did you leave all your companions behind?
They need to get some time off too.
What? Time off? Come on, be honest. You're sulking right now, aren't you? You treated them so well all this time, but they've fallen for some dubious scheme of some demon they only just met. Especially that girl Huiwan,
It's understandable why Huiwan made such a choice. She had a difficult time up until now.
Bullshit. It's not like you don't know. Paradise will fall soon. And she's still roaming the streets there, not knowing what's gonna happen. Just happy over some sword that you gave her?
It's her own choice to stay. You'll have to take responsibility for it.
You're the worst. And why are you taking me with you?
Because I could use your help.
Yeah, expected.
What are you doing?
Training. I also wouldn't mind taking some time off.
Why me? Right. She can change the faces of her avatars.
So, what now?
We'll forget about the scenario for around 3 to 4 days. Collect stories by hunting down the hidden pieces.
Really? Thought you were always more focused on the scenarios.
Can you please get that thing out of my sight? It's weird. I think I'll leave it to the others, for once. Why don't we pretend like we're regressors, for the time being?
Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Episode 138, Chapter 32, Dr. Kim's Love. It seems like we might be getting an answer to that question I posed much sooner than I thought. I doubt it'll be in this episode or the next one. But definitely in the read-throughs to come. Is that man again? Oh, no it's not. Is that the prison that that poor guy was taken to? Oh no, it's the Outer Gods? Or am I getting that from somewhere else? What were these fuckers called?
Yeah, the damn dream of paradise falling to ruin. I keep dreaming the same dream. Because I declined the offer to become the captain of the guards here?
No, because it's inevitable.
Every time I wake up from dreaming, when the sword doctor left me, crying out. The sword of judgment cries out when there is evil nearby. I haven't seen anything that resembles evil anywhere in the city.
A place that seems perfect. The darkness lies at the very root.
We've been abandoned. There goes that kid again. Doctor abandoned us all. So we can finally relax. What's the matter with you? Do you know the reason why main characters abandon their allies? Why? Because it's their allies. Because their allies end up getting in their way.
I've changed how Gilyog spoke. I don't know why.
We've been determined to be useless right now. How can you think that he's the main character? Master should be the main character, if anyone. This isn't a novel or a webtoon kid. I know that it's the trope of, it's not like we're in an anime or anything.
But, it's quite cute. Don't question what you had me do.
But these last 4 days have been much too peaceful. All we did during that time was train our skills in our free time. Reflect back on the advice Doctor left us.
Gilyog, you need to make your skills last longer. If you have any coins to spare, I recommend that you buy Patience or Indomitable Persistence. You can use the auction or ask your supporting constellation for help. Jihai, you invested too many points into agility. If you have any coins left, spend them to raise your strength or mana. Your fighting style will change drastically depending on what attributes you choose to invest in. Yusung, you focus on maxing out your taming and advanced interspecies communication. If you need any other taming related skills, I can always help you.
Hey, Beast Kid. What? You know what Doctor used to do? Why do you ask that? I thought you'd know since you're his incarnation. Incarnations learn more about the supporting constellations. Oh well, this is definitely her speaking. Carnations learn more about their supporting constellations as they grow more in sync with them.
Oh wait, no, that is Jihai.
As they grow in sync with them, right? Doctor is a lonely man. That's just something anyone can say. And he also loves to read. Read? When I think of him, I get images of numerous pages. Although, I can't really tell what they are, or read what's written on them. That's all I know for now. I haven't even received a stigma yet. Oh no, I didn't mean to lower her spirit. The army man's at it again.
Huan, is there something you're worried about? May I?
It's nothing. I've been thinking way too much since things have been so peaceful as of late.
Oh, so she's letting her hair down again. I know. Visual storytelling and all of that, you know? It's a sign. What am I fucking waffling about? Christ.
It's the same for me.
Go on, Hyunsong. You got this. You got this, bro. Constellation, Demonic Judge of Fire, is dissatisfied with Hyunsong Lee's actions. Constellation, Demonic Judge of Fire gives a warning to Master of Steel. Constellation, Master of Steel, says it is not something he can intervene in.
Is that all you wanted to say?
I am sure that peace comes at a cost.
You mean that Doctor left us here for a reason?
That's the kind of person he is. It's up to us to find that reason.
Give us back the scenarios! Give them back! We want to move on to the next floor!
Protesters in paradise? Why is it they want to go back to participating in the scenarios? Those two are from Gumho Station. I'm not a part of the protest. Hold on. Everyone, calm down and take a step back. This is too much.
We're on official duty. Please do not interfere.
I just happened to be passing by. Dayoung! Wait! She isn't a protester.
What should we do with that woman? Leave her. We had orders from the Lord. She is a protester. She started running away the moment we started chasing her.
Anyone would run away if you start chasing them.
Why would she run if she has done nothing wrong? Her crime will soon be revealed. We don't have time to waste. Take them away.
I said wait!
Although the Lord has ordered us to leave you alone, we will arrest you if you interfere with us again.
It is evil that is at the root. I think we will leave that there. So we had time for one, maybe two. We probably could fit. I probably could fit another one in, but that's enough for now. That's a nice place to leave it off on. The realization being, you know, the realization being that's a brilliant sentence. Thank fucking Christ, I'm not a writer. Anyway, yeah, it will soon set in, and I think that will be, you know, the spark of change for Doctors. Anyway, we'll leave that there, as I said. With that away, I've been Emilzy, you've been you, and I hope to catch you all next time for another video. Ta-ta. Bye now.